in this video, we're going to connect a domain to IONOS WordPress hosting, start to finish, without getting lost in DNS acronyms. What's going on, everyone? My name's Eric Hunsaker, and around here, we like to keep things simple and actionable so you can launch your first website with confidence. Now, if you've ever bought a domain and then stared at a wall of settings, same. The good news is IONOS gives you a couple of clean paths to point your domain to your WordPress install. So whether your domain lives at IONOS or you registered it somewhere else like GoDaddy, Namecheap, or Google Domains, then I'll show you exactly what to click, what to wait for, and what to double check. So visitors land on your site, not a parking page. Big picture, what connecting a domain actually means. All right, let's set expectations in normal language. So your domain is like the street address. Your hosting is the building where your website files live. Connecting them means we tell the world's address book, or DNS records, that when someone types your domain, the browser should grab files from your WordPress hosting at IONOS. Now, a few quick things to keep in mind. You can keep your domain where it is. You don't have to transfer it to IONOS to use IONOS hosting. There are two main ways to connect. Name server method, where you point to the entire domain to IONOS. They manage DNS. The record method, where you keep DNS at your registrar and you update the A and CNAME records. Changes also don't go live instantly. Propagation, the internet's address book updating, can take minutes to hours. So don't panic if it's not immediate. Once you connect properly, you get the real benefits: professional brand, better SEO signals, and a site that actually loads at your domain instead of a generic page. What you need before you start: your IONOS login and WordPress already installed in your IONOS plan. If your domain is at IONOS, you're golden. This is the easiest path. If your domain is elsewhere, be able to log into that registrar. Optional but helpful, know whether you use email at the domain, Google Workspace, Microsoft 365. If you change name servers, you'll want to preserve your MX records so email keeps forwarding. Pro tip, take 60 seconds to note your current DNS settings before you change anything. If you need to roll back, you'll thank yourself later. Now, first things first, if you don't have IONOS hosting already and you want to get it, we've got a link for you down in the description below, so you can go ahead and follow along. Just click that link and it'll bring you to this page right here where you can get started for as low as $1 per month with a 1-year term. So from here, just go ahead and click on Get Started. And here you can go ahead and search for a domain. You can search without AI, or you can generate domains using their AI domain tool. For now, I'll go ahead and proceed without, but this is a great opportunity to go ahead and just get both your hosting and your domain under the same roof with IONOS. Next, it's gonna ask if you want the My Website Now Plus plan. So this is like their website builder. And for now, I'll go ahead and just skip that. So there you go. For $12.13, you can get a full year of hosting to WordPress with IONOS. So just use the link down in the description to get signed up with IONOS, and that way you can follow along. Method A, easiest. Your domain is already registered at IONOS. If your domain is already in your IONOS account, connecting it to WordPress is basically just a guided flow. Step 1, log in and open the App Center. So from the IONOS dashboard, we'll go to Websites and Stores and find your WordPress site. Click it to open the App Center. Now, if you just installed WordPress, IONOS often prompts you to connect the domain right away. If you skipped it, no worries, we'll do that now. So here I am logged in to my IONOS account. So from here, I'm gonna just go ahead and right now just click on Domains and SSL. So we'll click on Websites and Stores, find your WordPress website, and we'll click on More Details. So right here, we can go ahead and see this Connect Domain area. So we'll go ahead and click on that. Step 2, click Connect Domain or Change Domain. So here we're gonna go ahead and see a list of domains and subdomains attached to your contract. Pick the domain that you actually want visitors to use, for example, yourbrand.com. Maybe you prefer a subdomain like blog.yourbrand.com. You can also choose that as well. Step 3, confirm and let IONOS wire up DNS. IONOS will warn you if the domain is currently pointing somewhere else. And then confirm. IONOS creates the correct DNS entries automatically behind the scenes so you don't have to hand enter records. So right now I don't have any domains connected to this account. So the easiest way to go ahead and do this would be to order a domain right here. Step 4, wait for propagation, the patience part. You'll often see changes within 15 to 30 minutes, but it can take up to 24 hours on slower ISPs. Now, while you wait, don't keep flipping settings. That resets the clock. Pro tip, test in a different browser or on your phone's cellular network to avoid an old cache. Step 5, verify. Type your domain in the browser. You should see your WordPress site or a WordPress welcome page. In the IONOS App Center, there's usually a check connection button for an extra sanity check. And that's it. For domains inside IONOS, most of the heavy lifting is literally just one click plus a little bit of waiting. Method B, flexible. Your domain is at another registrar. So if your domain lives at like GoDaddy, Namecheap, or another registrar, then you've got two options. So you can choose the one that fits your setup. Option 1, change name servers to IONOS, where IONOS manages all DNS. So in IONOS, find your domain's name servers. You'll see them in domains in SSL or during the setup existing domain workflow. Now in your registrar where your domain's at, we'll open the domain's name servers section and replace the current ones with the IONOS name servers. Just save and wait for propagation. Now why pick this method? Easy mode. IONOS manages DNS for you, and future changes for the site are just one click. But heads up, if you currently use email elsewhere, like Google or Microsoft, make sure to add those MX records inside IONOS DNS after you switch name servers so your email doesn't break. Now, option 2, keep your name servers and only update the A/CNAME records. You manage DNS this way. And IONOS will find the IP address for your WordPress instance, either the App Center or the hosting overview. At your registrar, we'll set the A record for the @ sign, which is the root to that IP. Set the CNAME to www to point to the @ sign or to the host name that IONOS recommends. Then save and wait for propagation. Now, why pick this method? You keep full control at your current DNS provider, which is great if you have lots of existing records like email, subdomains, verification records, etc. And you don't want to recreate them. DNS propagation. What's normal versus what's broken? So propagation is the internet's slow motion update of the address book. Now, some networks update instantly. Others take a little while. What's normal? Seeing your old page on one device and your new site on another. The domain resolving at home, but not on your phone, or vice versa. The site appearing within the hour, then the padlock SSL showing up a little bit later. What's not normal? 24 hours pass and the domain still points to the old host. You see a registrar parking page even after clearing the cache. Your email stops working and you change name servers but didn't re-add MX records. Some quick checks: use a different device or network like your phone on cellular. Flush your browser cache or try an incognito window. Now, if you manage DNS yourself, triple check that A and CNAME are correct and that there's no stray AAAA IPv6 record pointing elsewhere. Changing domains later. Temporary to real domain. So if you spun up WordPress on a temporary domain and you're ready for the real domain, in the IONOS App Center will choose change domain and select your real domain. IONOS will update DNS automatically, the name server method, or show you what to change, like the A and CNAME method. So in your WordPress dashboard, go to settings and then general and make sure both WordPress address, the URL, and the site address URL show the new https://yourdomain.com. Add a redirect from the http:// and from www to your preferred version. More on that in a minute. Now, if your old domain was public, set up a 301 redirect so visitors in Google follow the new address cleanly. Turn on SSL, HTTPS, the right way. Now, once the domain points correctly, lock it down with HTTPS. And IONOS will go to domains and SSL and install or activate the free SSL certificate for your domain. Now, if you still see mixed content warnings like a padlock not closed, run a quick search and replace plugin later to swap out the old HTTP for the HTTPS link. Consider a lightweight plugin like Really Simple SSL if you want auto redirects to HTTPS HTTPS, which is optional. IONOS can also force HTTPS at the server level. Now, why this matters: visitors get the padlock, browsers don't nag you, and Google gives a small ranking boost for secure sites. Test like a pro. Once DNS settles and SSL is active, spend 5 minutes stress testing. Visit your home page and a couple of inner pages. Test your menu links and any other forms of your menu. If you use a contact email, like hello@yourdomain.com, send a test in and out. Turn on a caching plugin after everything resolves. Never during the connection changes, though. If you run a CDN like Cloudflare, then purge the cache so it fetches from the new origin. If anything looks off, 90% of the time it's either caching or a lingering DNS record. Clear caches, recheck your records, and just give it a little time. Common pitfalls and easy fixes. My site still shows the parking page. Propagation or caching. Try a different network. Clear the cache and confirm your records or name servers are actually saved. Email died after I switched name servers. So remember to re-add your MX records and SPF/DKIM if you used them inside the new DNS host. Email is separate from your website. Moving DNS without re-adding email records is the classic gotcha moment. SSL says not secure. Make sure the certificate is installed for the domain. Then update WordPress URLs to https://. If some images still load over HTTP, not HTTPS, run a search and replace to fix them. The www version works, non-www doesn't, or vice versa. If that's the case, add a redirect so both paths land on your chosen canonical version. I use Cloudflare and nothing changed. If the orange cloud, the proxy, is on, it may be caching the old origin. Temporarily gray it out, confirm your site works, then turn proxy back on and purge the cache. Bonus: external domain, but email elsewhere. Do this. So if your domain's at a registrar, your website is at IONOS, and your email is with Google or Microsoft, here's what you're gonna do. Use the A and CNAME method. Keeps your name server where they are, so you don't have to move MX records. Only change the records related to the website, the A and the CNAME. Leave MX and TXT for SPF/DKIM alone, so email continues normally. This is the cleanest setup for small businesses that already have email dialed in. Moving from temporary to real domain without breaking SEO. If your site lived at temporary.domain.ionos.whatever while you built it and now you're switching to yourmain.com, change the domain in the IONOS App Center. Update WordPress site address and WordPress address to the new domain with HTTPS. Set 301 redirects from the old domain to the new domain. IONOS redirect tool is fine. Update your sitemap and resubmit it in Google Search Console after launch. If you used absolute URLs and posts, then run a search and replace to swap them. Where you go next? With your domain connected and WordPress set up, you're ready to customize your theme. Set up your menus, create pages, and install the handful of plugins that actually move the needle. Now, if you want to try any of the tools we talked about today, like IONOS, we've got links for you down in the description that are affiliate links. And they cost you nothing extra, and it really helps us enable us to create videos just like this. So we really appreciate it if you end up using it. And if this video is helpful, hit like, subscribe, and ring the bell so you don't miss out on the next video. We've got more step-by-steps and other videos coming soon, but other than that, thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you here in the next video.